Stress, uncertainty, and negative emotions are all too common in today's world. We find ourselves overwhelmed by anxiety, frustration, and sadness, often wondering how to find peace amidst the chaos. Yet over 2 millennia ago, Stoic philosophers discovered timeless wisdom that can help us navigate life's difficulties. They taught that true strength doesn't come from controlling external circumstances, but from mastering our internal world. By applying Stoic principles, we can find inner peace, resilience, and clarity, no matter our challenges. Are you ready to tap into your inner strength and transform your life? Let's dive into 12 life-changing lessons from Stoic philosophy that will help you build a resilient mindset, conquer emotional turmoil, and create lasting peace. 1. See obstacles as opportunities. Life presents constant challenges, unforeseen twists, turns, and roadblocks. However, Stoicism teaches us to view these obstacles not as threats, but as opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This insight encourages us to see every setback as a chance to improve our strength, wisdom, and resilience. Consider the example of Jesus, who endured extreme suffering, betrayal, and hardship. Instead of being defeated by these trials, he used them to spread love, forgiveness, and hope. His suffering became a vehicle for salvation. Likewise, by viewing obstacles as chances to grow, you can approach challenges with a mindset of improvement. 2. Don't suffer imaginary pains. Much of our suffering comes from our imagination, not from reality. Stoicism teaches that we often create unnecessary anxiety by worrying about what might happen, rather than focusing on the present. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." Jesus taught a similar principle, urging us not to worry about the future. Do not worry about tomorrow, for each day has enough trouble of its own. How many times have you found yourself worrying about something that never came to pass? To build inner peace, it's important to focus on what is happening now, rather than getting consumed by hypothetical fears. Challenge yourself to ask, is this fear happening right now, or is it something I've created in my mind? 3. Embrace impermanence. Stoicism teaches us to accept the impermanence of life. Everything is in constant flux. Our emotions, relationships, successes, and even our material possessions. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." By accepting change and the transient nature of life, we gain perspective and avoid becoming overly attached to any one thing. Jesus also emphasized the importance of recognizing life's impermanence. He taught, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God," pointing to the idea that life is more than just the material world. Embrace the idea that both good and bad times are temporary, and this acceptance will bring you greater peace and resilience. 4. Master the art of detachment. One of the core Stoic practices is learning to detach from things outside our control. Life often presents us with situations that are beyond our influence, such as loss, failure, or uncertainty. Stoicism encourages us not to cling to things we cannot change. Jesus taught a similar lesson when he said, "Cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you." Letting go of the things you cannot control frees you from unnecessary suffering. Reflect on a time when you clung to something or someone outside of your control, perhaps a failed relationship or an unchangeable mistake. Did holding on to that pain bring you peace? Detachment isn't about indifference. It's about letting go of emotional attachment to things you cannot alter, so you can move forward with peace. 5. Practice daily reflection. Self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius spent time each day reflecting on his actions, thoughts, and emotions, making it a vital practice for self-improvement. In his meditations, he wrote about reviewing his day and contemplating how he could grow. Similarly, Jesus encouraged reflection and introspection when he said, "Seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you." Setting aside time at the end of each day to reflect on your actions, your thoughts, and your emotional responses can provide clarity. It helps you understand what worked, what didn't, and how you can do better tomorrow. This practice of daily reflection can guide you toward becoming your best self. 6. Cultivate inner peace. True peace doesn't come from external circumstances. It is something we cultivate within ourselves. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the chaos around us, we can control how we respond to it. Inner peace comes from detaching from external noise and focusing on our internal state. Jesus spoke of peace, saying, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This is an invitation to turn inward and find rest and solace in faith. When you cultivate inner peace, you are unshaken by external turmoil. Make time for meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in stillness each day to nourish your inner peace. 7. Develop resilience through adversity. Life's hardships are not just obstacles, they are opportunities to develop resilience. Stoic philosophers believe that adversity is a powerful tool for personal growth. Every difficult moment strengthens our character and makes us more steadfast. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, found meaning in suffering, teaching us that we always have the power to choose our attitude, even in the darkest circumstances. Similarly, Jesus said, "In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." When faced with adversity, don't focus on the pain. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? The hardships you face today can become the foundation of your strength tomorrow. 8. Don't create your own upsets. Sometimes we make ourselves upset over minor inconveniences or frustrations. Stoicism teaches us to avoid creating unnecessary suffering. Jesus wisely reminded us, "Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes?" Focusing on trivial matters can cause unnecessary stress. Learn to let go of small irritations and prioritize what truly matters. Think about a time when something minor upset you. Perhaps a delayed flight, a comment from someone, or a small mistake. Did that frustration add any real value to your life? More often than not, letting go of these minor annoyances will free up your mental and emotional energy for what's truly important. 9. Focus on the how, not the what. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the how of life, the actions we take, the attitudes we adopt, and the process, rather than fixating on the end result. Jesus also spoke about building a strong foundation, saying, "The wise man builds his house on the rock." By focusing on how you approach challenges, you gain control over your success and inner peace. When you let go of the need for a specific outcome and focus instead on your responses and actions, you find peace in the journey itself. Each step becomes part of a greater purpose. 10. Live with virtue, not pleasures. True happiness is found not in external pleasures, but in cultivating virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Stoics believe that living a virtuous life leads to fulfillment and inner peace. Jesus also taught that virtue is far more important than material wealth, saying, "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul?" Focusing on developing virtues instead of seeking fleeting pleasures gives you a deeper sense of contentment and lasting peace. 11. Accept what you cannot change. In life, there are things beyond our control. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can. Jesus echoed this with the advice to let go and let God. Acceptance is not giving up. It's recognizing the limits of your power and trusting that the universe is unfolding as it should. When you release the need to control every aspect of life, you free yourself from frustration and exhaustion, enabling you to focus on what you can influence. 12. Live in accordance to nature. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to live by nature, meaning we should embrace the natural flow of life rather than resist it. Jesus reminded us of this when he said, "Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin." Life is a flow, and when we align with it, we find peace and joy in each phase of our journey. By recognizing the seasons of life, growth, rest, change, and trusting in the natural process, we embrace each moment for what it is and cultivate harmony with the world around us. Final thoughts: unlock your inner strength. These 12 principles are powerful tools that can help you transform your life, find inner peace, and build resilience. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes not from controlling the world around us, but from mastering ourselves. Embrace these teachings, and you'll discover a deeper sense of calm, clarity, and strength in every moment. Follow us for more insightful lessons and practical wisdom to help you live a life of peace, strength, and resilience.